Hey, what's up guys, it's Sammy, aka I wish I didn't have to turn off my fan in this sweltering heat. And you may be thinking, what the hell's going on here, man? This isn't Call of Duty. What do you think you're doing playing Halo? Well, I had this game for ages and I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to play it. I did have a little dabble of it. Me and my mate were kind of bored and we thought, why not, let's play a bit of Halo. And I don't know if this is a good game. I came second on my team and I had fun. I don't know, man, maybe some of you watch Halo or played Halo games, you know it's good, but for a noob, I think I did alright, not bad. I'm not sure what it is, I think this is just a Slayer or whatever. But anyway, I want to talk to you about E3, which is actually starting tomorrow. There's going to be in fact, I think it's on now, and I think I'm missing it, making this commentary. COD Ghost announcement, where they're going to actually be playing a trailer. You're probably going to see that, but you know, I will be commenting on that at some point. But I want to talk about the other games which are at E3, and games which to me look pretty interesting, and I'm probably going to try and cover them over the next week or so. So the first one on the list is Titanfall, which is made by the team that actually made Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, the two studio heads at the time. And they left and made their own game. I think it's called Respawn Entertainment, I believe, or Studio, something like that. But anyway, it's apparently quite different from Call of Duty, and all that we've seen so far is a picture of someone near a mech suit or something. I'll try and get an image of it up in the corner or something so you can see it. From what we've seen so far though, is that it's basically going to have people in mech suits, and they've said that your average life is going to be longer than it would be in a Call of Duty game. So we don't really know much about it, but at least we know it's coming from people that made a pretty good game. Call of Duty 4, awesome game, everyone knows that. Modern Warfare 2 kind of went a bit mental, awesome game, but just a couple of mistakes that are so big that it kind of ruined the game a lot, made it really unbalanced. But anyway, this is a completely new game. It's going to be definitely something to look out for anyway. So next game, a lot of you probably would have heard of already, is Blacklight Retribution. So far it's only been announced for the PS4. And it's basically a very similar game, I think, to Call of Duty, but it's actually completely free to play, and there's a lot more sort of concentration on the weapon, and you can change everything about the weapon. You can change the magazines, the sights. There's a lot of customization, which I really like, and you can purchase different items, and this is like a weird sort of currency system, which is probably going to change quite a lot from the PC one. But it looks, I've had a little go on the PC, but I'm not really that good at the mouse and keyboard, so I didn't really get to it that well, and my computer kind of sucks as well, so I couldn't really play it in its full graphical capabilities. But it looks pretty awesome, but the only problem which I have really is that it's only been announced so far for the PS4. They haven't made any mention of the Xbox One. The trailer I've seen for this game looks absolutely awesome as well, and to be honest with you, if it wasn't for the fact that all my friends and stuff play on the Xbox One, I probably will be getting the Xbox One, sorry, I probably would get the PS4 just to play it, but unfortunately it's not like that. The next one is Halo 5, which up until like yesterday I was like, oh, you know, whatever, I don't really care about Halo, but after having a bit of fun on Halo Reach, actually seems like it could be quite interesting. There's actually 2 Halo games. One of them is actually just for Android tablets and maybe iPhone tablets, so I won't really talk about that one, but mainly the new one, which could be pretty interesting. We'll have to find out. Then we've got the new game Destiny, which I have a feeling is going to be quite similar to Halo, since this is made by the old Halo team who made Halo Reach, which is the game I'm playing at the moment. Not much is known about this game again. It's just a picture, and a couple of pictures we've seen, and it looks sort of Halo-y, but a little bit less armor, so maybe it'll be, who knows, we'll find out anyway. We should find out tomorrow or within the next week. Also, another good thing about the game is the fact that it's no longer going to be exclusive to the Xbox like Halo 5, so people on PS4 are going to get to experience a bit of you know, of this game as well. And then of course we're going to be covering Call of Duty Ghosts, that's a given. We'll get to see, it's only going to be single player I think, which is a bit unfortunate for me because myself I'm not really that interested in the single player that much. But it'd be good to see what sort of guns they're having and the sort of general theme of what's going to be going on, and you should give us an idea of what the multiplayer is going to look like a little bit. So all we know about that really is dogs. There's going to be a lot of dogs in this game, I'm guessing. So Battlefield 4, hopefully we'll see some multiplayer for that. I do play a little bit of Battlefield 3. It can be fun sometimes to play. It's just want to see where they're going with it, really. You know, I would like to see less vehicles and stuff, but I know that's why a lot of people like to play the game. But definitely I'd like to see some way of where if you don't want to use a vehicle, you can actually contribute to your team on certain levels and stuff. But you know, a lot of people like Battlefield 3, so maybe I just need to play a different game or something, you know. Another game which got me interested was Thief. I don't think they've had a game out for like years. They haven't had a game out, and it's, I guess for those of you who don't know what it's like, it seems like it's a little similar to Assassin's Creed 3, but it's first person. But it's more emphasis on being a lot more stealthy, and yeah, you have bows and arrows. And I remember playing it on the PC. I think I only played the first one, but I definitely want to see what this is like. Hopefully, maybe they'll have a multiplayer in it as well. See what they can bring to that. Now, another game which there's just a trailer which I watched earlier, which is just some guy running, doing all this crazy parkour stuff. Then zombies appear out of nowhere. And then I won't ruin the ending. If you want to watch it, I'll put the link in the description. So this game was actually made by the people that made Dead Island, which kind of made me think. Don't get me wrong, I really like Dead Island. I haven't actually played the new one, Riptide, but the trailer was so awesome. It was a really awesome trailer for the original Dead Island that then the game was never going to live up to that trailer, really. Awesome game. And this game looks sort of similar. They're all using like melee weapons and stuff, but the zombies seem a lot faster. The graphics in at least the trailer look pretty good, and in the trailer you'll see that there's basically other people basically fighting with each other, kind of giving away the trailer a little bit, but you know. So it seems like maybe there's an emphasis on sort of like in The Walking Dead, as in the series, you know, people versus people with zombies in the middle. But we don't know, we'll find out soon. But it's definitely one to look out for, I think. So also we have Homefront 2, which if you never played Homefront 1, is sadly recently the servers have been taken offline because it was actually bought by Crytek. I don't know what happened with the old studio. I think they went bankrupt or something, so they had to sell it, and Crytek bought it, and they are now developing Homefront 2. But Homefront was kind of a balance between Battlefield and Call of Duty. It was still quite fast-paced, like Call of Duty, but you still had the vehicles and all the things that Battlefield gave. But the thing which I liked about it, I actually preferred it a lot more to Battlefield, was the fact that you had to actually earn your vehicles. You couldn't just get in a vehicle. You had to. They were sort of like kill streaks, I guess. And the graphics weren't quite as good as Call of Duty, but it was done by a pretty new studio, from what I understand, and now Crytek, and I believe it'll be using the same engine as Crysis. And let's be honest, Crysis is probably the only game I've seen on the Xbox that actually makes Black Ops not look rubbish, but you know, it actually looks pretty awesome in Crysis. So that'll definitely be something I'll be looking out for. As for the release date on that, I don't know, and there hasn't really been anything much said about it, but I definitely look forward to that. And finally, another game which is going to be announced. Apparently it's 2 different games, but I guess only one I'm really interested in, and I'm probably never actually going to play these because I'm not going to buy a console just to play them. But it's actually the new Mario Kart, and I have loved this game since I've played on the SNES. I was actually went out the other night, and for some reason in the pub they had a SNES with Mario Kart on it. I actually lost though. It's my fault for drinking too much, but you know, I love this game. I actually have a Wii. Well, my sister's lent it to me. I think she gave me the newest Mario Kart. I can't remember what it's called, but I might actually have a game of it. Maybe if I talk about it, I'll play that game, and you can see how awesome or not awesome I am at that game. Not really much said about it, apart from the fact that it's going to be two games, one for the 3DS and one for obviously the Wii U. But you know, there's usually some sort of gimmick or whatever with these, so we'll get to find out what it is. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy, and hopefully there's no purple shells in this game, because that stuff's annoying. I guess it's always going to be a part of Mario Kart, but I think the last game, maybe it's because of the online multiplayer sort of aspect of it, but I loved the game, but it got me so angry with those shells. You doing good in the last second. It was almost better to be in second place, so I'm hoping they do something to sort of address that. But, you know, as I said, I'll probably never get to play it. Poor me. So anyway, if there's any of these games which look pretty good to you and you definitely cover, please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be trying to cover as many of these as I can over the next couple of weeks, and probably be some more. You know, there's a lot to see. We'll find out tomorrow. I'm going to go check out that COD trailer, which I think might be out now. I think it's on the Machinima app on Xbox, if any of you are on the Xbox, or you can just find it on machinima.com, or you'll probably find it on YouTube somewhere, I don't know. I'm useless. Why am I even telling you all this information? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of information released as well on the PS4, what it looks like, which to me doesn't really seem like a big deal. I guess you want to see what you're looking at. The controller I thought was a big deal because you actually have to hold the controller, but I guess that's just me. I actually don't care what things look like. You know, I guess as long as it's not shaped like a big pink dildo or something, you know, I'm not really too concerned. Yeah, also, before I forget, I'm going to post a link to a Facebook sort of like appeal that someone actually put up. And if you ever played Homelands, then you might know that the server's been taken off. But he sort of started this sort of petition to try and get it, get servers put up for it or something. Because it'd be good for a lot of people to know, because it was a really awesome game. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description as well. So if you're interested, then make sure you like that. So anyway, other than that, that's pretty much everything I want to cover. So I'll see you later. Bye bye now. Bye bye.